We're Oneida Live. Today is Thursday, February 19th. I'm Bobby Webster. I'm the Public Relations Director for the Oneida Nation. Today we have two guests, and we're starting out with Councilwoman Jenny Webster. Jenny's always got an interesting update on all her legislative activities, and so she's going to tell us what she's been up to real quickly and also where she'll be next week, perhaps. All right, Jenny, please.
Thank you, Bobby. And if you'll notice, us Websters dressed alike today. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, Bobby, for having me. I appreciate this. So I love to talk about Oneida Reads and the importance of Oneida Reads. So today I want to share some details related to an upcoming event and then plans for our summer reading program. On May 12th, we'll be hosting an event with the Oneida Reads Collective Impact Partner, Reach Out and Read. Dr. Nazvaria is the founder of Reach Out and Read, Wisconsin, a professor of pediatrics at UW-Madison, and serves on the National Reach Out and Read Board. He'll be speaking on the topics Books Build Better Brains. Books Build Better Brains. The evening event is for parents, for guardians, for community members, and anyone who supports early literacy. So come join us. Dinner and childcare will be provided. It's going to be a great evening for the whole family. Again, that is May 12th from 5 to 7 at the Oneida Hotel in the Great Lakes Complex. So the registration QR link will be in the slideshow. We'll also add the link in the comments on the Facebook feed. So please register ahead so that we can get an accurate count. And we'll move on to the summer reading program. We launched our first Oneida Reads summer reading program last summer. We had programs at Oneida Recreations County H, Seymour Community School, Rockledge Elementary, and also community-based one-on-one tutoring at locations in Oneida, Oneida Library, and Three Sisters Head Start. We'll have those same three programs again this summer, plus a fourth program at Green Bay Area Public Schools, Jackson Elementary School. The addition of programming at the Jackson Elementary will increase the number of Oneida kids that we can serve. Our staff of tutors has grown to 14, so now we need to focus on getting kids registered for that. Some of the programs are open for registration now, and others will be opening for registration soon. We'll keep updated registration information on the Oneida Reads website once it's available. We'll share the QR code for the website on the slideshow, and we'll also add that to the chat in the Facebook feed. I also want to share just a few related trainings and events that Oneida Reads has attended recently. So on picture 1, our second cohort for Letters Volume 1 certification with CESA 7 just finished the last of 4 classroom sessions. The Letters certification is helping our tutors to provide structured literacy support for Oneida kids. So that's kind of training the trainer. Picture 2 is the Oneida ASQ team. They meet quarterly, and the ASQ team is the Ages and Stages questionnaire. These development screens are helping to ensure that Oneida kids are ready for kindergarten. So to date, we've almost completed 1,200 ASQs through the partnership with Help Me Grow of Northeast Wisconsin. Picture 3, some of our Oneida Youth Enrichment Services team members attended the CESA 7 Literacy Leaders session last week. This was the professional development to support early literacy work. Picture 4, 4 members of the Oneida Reads leadership team attended Green Bay Area District's Achievement Summit held at UWGB last week. The event was attended by 7th grade students from area middle schools. And then picture 5, the team at Oneida Early Education Center, which is formerly Oneida Childcare. Remember, we added the education element to the name, so it's Oneida Early Education Center. They had training with teaching strategies last week. So again, adding that train the trainer for the kids. So they're building up their skill set to support early literacy and make sure that kids are ready for kindergarten. And then we also attended the Camp Reads S'mores event at West Appear Hemlock School. And picture 7, the team at Oneida Head Start also had training with teaching strategies last week. So they're learning how to use the Goldfinch literacy screener for the 4-year-old kids. So Bobby, thank you for sharing.
Well,
and,
I'm glad you were able
letting me
to.
share this.
Glad you were able to join us. And there's a reminder on the fish fry tomorrow
Yep.
at the Holy Apostles Church.
Right. So tomorrow, Lent has started, so for the next 6 weeks, we'll be having fish fries on Fridays at the parish hall. Different families host that. And again, we probably go through about 100 pounds of fish a week.
Wow, great.
Metoxins are cooking this week and starts at 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock or until we run out.
So the Metoxins are known for their good potato salad?
I'm not sure what kind of potato they're having, but I know they've got some really good fish fryers there.
And the Websters are known for Jenny's beans.
Yep,
Her
those
baked
will
beans.
be, it's Mick Webster, so it's kind of half
Mick Websters.
half Mick Lester, half Webster. So ours is scheduled for March 6th, and yes, there will be beans.
Okay. Well, thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that. And good luck on your trip next week to Washington.
Yep, I'll be going to Washington next week. I'm on the Self-Governance Tribal Advisory Committee, so I'll be in D.C. all of next week. So again, sign up for the May 12th Reach Out and Read event, so we can get that accurate count. And then I'm going to scoot out of here.
All
and let
right, you
Tor
scoot out.
in. Thank you, and thank you for matching today.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
It's the Webster thing. You have to know that. We're not even related. We're just married to.
Married to
to
Websters.
Websters.
Okay.
All right.
Can jump in there.
So our next guest is
So if you want to
Tor Adkins Cornelius. And Tor is with the Oneida, let me see, I'm sorry here. A little distracted. Oneida Behavioral Health. So he's just going to give us an update on some of the things and a presentation on what they're doing over there, his specialty, what he's been involved with. And without further ado, Tor, welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, I'm Tor Atkins. I'm one of the psychotherapists at Oneida Behavioral Health. I've been at Oneida Behavioral Health for 31 years. Yes.
Wow, that's
31
amazing.
Yes, 31 years. And I am an enrolled member of the federally recognized Chickahominy Indian Tribe of Virginia. We are one of 7 federally recognized tribes that are still surviving in
Great,
Virginia.
great.
And so all of my experience as a psychotherapist has been in Indian country. My first position as a psychotherapist was with the Muckleshoot Indian tribe outside of Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
So all of my experience has been with my people. So what I'm going to do today is talk about seasonal affective disorder and how it's treated. Seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that occurs at the same time every year. And it typically starts in the fall and goes through the winter. It zaps your energy, makes you feel moody, and we really do not know per se the cause of seasonal affective other than there's less sunlight, more cloudy days, and that will affect our chemicals in our brain, like the serotonin, dopamines, that help us maintain a stable mood. And I'll also talk about treatment of seasonal affective disorder. However, there are some people that will experience seasonal affective disorder in the summer, especially people, those of whom who live in the desert, because during the winter months in the desert, it's not as intensely hot. And then once the heat comes back, the brain has to readjust. Because I know in Tucson, Arizona, I go there quite often, it's like 120 degrees almost daily in the summer. And so your brain has to adapt to that. So it can either start in the fall and winter, and then with some people, it can start in the spring and summer. To be diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, you have to experience depression and other symptoms for at least 2 consecutive years during the same year. And some of the symptoms of seasonal affective disorder are feeling hopeless, having anxiety, loss of energy, social withdrawal, fatigue, insomnia, hypersomnia, sleeping too much, loss of interest in your normal activities, changes in your appetite, especially people with seasonal affective disorder crave high foods and carbohydrates because the carbohydrates break down to sugar, and the sugar elevates your mood. But then what happens is once the sugar starts to decrease, then you have to eat more of the carbs to try to bring about mood stability. Also, symptoms of seasonal affective disorder are difficulty concentrating, anger, crying spells. And again, all of these can occur in the fall to the winter, but for others, it could come on in the summertime. So, in some people with seasonal affective disorder, it can move into feeling elevated moods of euphoria, hyperactivity, agitation, rapid thoughts, rapid speech. So it really encompasses many symptoms. And so causes of seasonal affective, again, is your biological clock, reduced level of sunlight in the fall and winter, may disrupt your body's internal clock, which lets you know that you should sleep or be awake. This disruption leads to depression. Also, they're dropping brain chemicals during this time, and that might play a role. Another role is melatonin. It seems like that melatonin tends to decrease in these summer, spring, fall, and winter. It decreases, which plays a huge role in sleep patterns and mood. Some other risk factors for seasonal affective disorder is being female. Seasonal affective disorder is diagnosed more often in women than in men. But men may have symptoms, and it seems like their symptoms are more severe, but that may not be the case because women tend to seek treatment sooner than men, because lots of times men will tend to put off going to the doctor. Other risk factors, having a family history. And other risk factors are if you've had family members with clinical depression. They are also risk factors of seasonal affective disorder. But it's normal to have days when you feel down. That's normal. But if you feel down for days at a time and you can't seem to get motivated to do activities that you normally enjoy, that's the time that you want to see your doctor, especially if you notice insomnia increased need for sleep, feelings of hopelessness, thinking of suicide, and also turning to alcohol for comfort and relaxation. That's a time to start going to see a doctor. So it's important before you go to see your doctor to prepare for the event, because usually they have like 15 to 20 minutes with you at a time. So what will be important for you to do before your doctor's appointment is to record your symptoms so that you can tell your doctor exactly what's going on with you. You want to write down information about your depression patterns, such as when did it start, what seems to make it better, what seems to make it worse. Make a note of any other mental or physical health problems you have. Both can affect mood. Write down any major stressors or changes in your life that you've recently experienced. Make a list of all your medications, including vitamins or other supplements. And write down questions that you really want the doctor to answer. Because the doctor's going to look at, I wonder what else could be causing these symptoms. What are the best treatment options for these symptoms? So the more information that you provide the doctor, the better the treatment you will receive. And again, your doctor is going to do a very thorough evaluation on you as well. They'll be talking about your symptoms when they first began. Are the symptoms continuous? Are they just occasional? How severe are your symptoms? What improves the symptoms? What makes the symptoms worse? Do you have any other physical or mental conditions? Do you use alcohol or drugs? Do you have any blood relatives that suffer from seasonal affective disorder or other mental health conditions? So again, it's very detailed questions. The doctor may even ask for a physical from you and also take blood tests just to make sure that there aren't other syndromes going on besides the seasonal affective disorder. So let's talk about treatment. Treatment for seasonal affective disorder may include light therapy, medications, and psychotherapy. In light therapy, also called phototherapy, what you do is you sit a few feet away from a specialized light therapy box so that you are exposed to the bright light. The light therapy mimics outdoor light and appears to cause a change in the brain chemicals linked to your mood. Light therapy is one of the first-line treatments for seasonal affective disorder. It generally starts working in 2 to 4 days, and it causes very few side effects. We have right now, our research on light therapy is limited, but again, it appears to be very effective for most people living with seasonal affective disorder. Some people may benefit from antidepressants. Some of the antidepressants would be like Paxil, Zoloft, Prozac, Effexor, Wellbutrin. All of these would be helpful. And also, psychotherapy is also another option to treat seasonal affective disorder. Although seasonal affective disorder is thought to be related to brain chemistry, your mood and behavior can also add to the symptoms. So psychotherapy can help you identify and change negative thoughts and behaviors that may be making you feel worse, and will also teach you ways to cope with the seasonal affective disorder and ways to manage your stress. There are other therapies that help, such as acupuncture. Yoga is very popular now. Meditation, guided imagery, massage therapy. These have all shown promise to help people that are struggling with seasonal affective disorder. Things that you can do at home. Make your environment sunny and brighter by keeping your blinds open, tree branches, really custom that does not block light. It's important to go outside. It's important to exercise regularly. And so following these steps can help you manage your seasonal affective disorder, sticking to the treatment plan that the doctor has given you, taking care of yourself, practicing stress management, socializing, taking a trip. But again, there's no one way to prevent the development of seasonal affective disorder. However, if you take steps early on to manage the symptoms, you may prevent them from getting worse. Some people find it helpful to begin treatment before the symptoms that would normally occur in the fall. Some people choose to start sitting in front of a light at the end of summer, and some people choose to start taking antidepressants at the end of the summer to kind of offset the effects of seasonal affective disorder. And we're at Behavioral Health, and we have, I think, about 14 psychotherapists, and all of them are basically trained in depression, seasonal affective disorder, and coping skills, treatments on how to do it. We also have psychiatrists that can provide medication. And so we offer a holistic way of treating depression and seasonal affective disorder. And you can call Oneida Behavioral Health anytime from 8 to 4:30 at 920-490-3703. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. That's great. That's certainly we go through that. We're waiting for the sun come out, and probably the highest occurrence is in February and March, just before spring and
Yes.
before the weather warms up and the sun starts to shine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Well, we have just a couple of announcements. One big one is the fish fry. Just to remind you again, starts at Holy Apostles tomorrow, and it will be the homemade fish fry from this Oneida Holy Apostles. Have been doing it for years and years and years. Also, save the date, March 18th, talking about food again. Food for Thought will be at the College of Menominee in the Cultural Building, and that's again March 18th from 6 to 7:30, and they're going to be talking about how important the elections and voting is. So every vote matters. They'll have a free dinner. Their address is N172 on Highway 47 in Kashina. So make sure you put that on your calendar. It's coming up. It'll come up quicker than we imagine. Also, we want to just remind people locally of a little weather advisory. We're supposed to hit back from all the 40, 50 degree weather we've been having the past week. We're supposed to get some rain and change to snow, which will cause some pretty hazardous driving in the morning. So plan ahead. Leave a little early and make sure that you keep your distance between two cars to be safe. That's about it for today. If you have any ideas that you would like to see us talk about, we have a number of guests lined up for March and April. But shoot us an email if there's something that you're interested in about the Oneida Nation and we're not touching on it enough, or giving you information as to how to contact certain areas and what their expertise is. Send us an email at communications@oneidanation.org. It's that simple. just check it out. Communications@oneidanation.org. Or put it on our Facebook page. And with that, did we forget anything, Tor?
No.
Absolutely great. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Nugiwa.